The only Funkos that I have
I failed.
are Brock and Sindri.
Who got you them? You'd have none if it wasn't.
You did,
me,
dear. You did. But you're also the reason why they're the only ones that I have.
Well, I'm so sorry you couldn't.
Hello and welcome to What's the
troll.
Buttons. This is
What was
episode
it?
47.
Fire troll.
Episode
that
47 of
fucking
What's the Buttons podcast. And as you can
pivotal-
hear, I've
Oh,
got Steph with
shouting.
me. What?
You need to just calm your tits. You're shouting.
I'm not. This is how you're talking
It's
to the
so
microphone.
loud in my ears.
Do you want me to turn you
Anyway,
down?
Well, I'm so sorry you don't have fire troll. I don't even know what that is.
And the Draga.
Oh yeah, those two characters that don't even have names. They just their names are what they are.
Do you mean? Well, yeah.
That's not a name. That's like you calling you human.
Yeah.
If you're
So what's a duck?
right, but I've. The point is, it's not a pivotal character, is it?
A goat?
No, I'm
Horse.
not saying about that. Oh, you need to turn this off and we're going to throw hands.
What do you mean?
I'm not talking about animals in general, am I? What I'm talking about is the difference between seeing a stranger's dog and you go, oh, it's a dog, isn't it? But our dog, you don't go, this is dog, this is Roo, she has a name.
I need to turn myself up, because I can barely hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the point remains, they were hardly pivotal characters, were they? They're just detritus. They'll be taking up shelf. It's like having...
Are you about to call
I
some of
know.
my Funkos detritus?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Like what? What on here is detritus?
Done Harrow King ×3. He's in it for like 20 minutes. And I'm pretty sure some of those minutes are probably in the extended edition only. So
Yeah, I think some of them are, to be fair.
exactly. So he's hardly pivotal, is he? Which is why you bought him 3 times.
Oh,
It's great.
Look, if you come live onto the biggest gaming platform there is to just slate me off, then we got another thing coming.
What are you going to do about it?
Absolutely nothing.
There you go then.
So, how is Tears of the Kingdom?
Lovely.
Everyone's waited with bated breath for Steph's point of view of Tears of the Kingdom. Because obviously we spoke to Ash about it and he was like, yeah, it's fucking great. Game of the year.
Yeah, but it wasn't out. It had only just come out last week.
Yeah, but he rinses it.
Yeah, but he hadn't played it last time. He hadn't played it.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
no, that's a conversation that he just had with me off air. Yeah, no. That's what he said, ladies and gentlemen.
Hot off the press. Yeah, I mean, I won't lie.
What? What?
And I wish I could be a bigger person. But the fact that I can't have mini egg is really overshadowing it.
Serious? Are you serious?
I swear to God, my eyes are watering. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
sad. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But essentially, what happened? Will it be patched? I doubt it. I don't actually think it's a
Are
problem.
you about
I
to
think
cry,
no.
or is that hay fever?
It's hay fever. But
If you listen to the last episode, me and Ash were talking about Tears of the Kingdom, and he said that you were able to port a lot of the stuff that you had from Breath of the Wild over to Tears of the Kingdom, and your ponies is one of the things that you could port over. And we had a quick Google while we was recording, and Ash confirmed that yes, you could drag, for Steph, Mini Egg from her Breath of the Wild save over to the Tears of the Kingdom, and in essence, it hasn't worked.
yeah, so a lot of people are having trouble with if they played in master mode. That's one thing. But what I think my problem is what was happening at the same time as Reese and Ash finding out this information, and Reese telling me, was I had started Tears of the Kingdom on my new Switch, which had absolutely no data on it. Like physical, obviously cloud, but as far as that Switch was concerned, had absolutely nothing. The only game it had played was Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yoshi's Knitted Adventure, or whatever it's called. And I had begun that game, and you only get one save per Switch on Tears of the Kingdom. I believe.
On everything, it sounds.
Tell a lie. No, I think you can have new game, because normally you can have like 3 saves, like when you say like DS or whatever.
Yeah.
You can have more than one game. Maybe I can. I might do that actually, just out of interest. I'm going to sneeze. It's going to really ruin the flow. Hang on.
Oh, bless you.
I always sneeze twice.
Oh, you're gonna try.
That's just dawned on
So
me.
you're gonna try and start a new game
and see if it works. Because this was my theory, right? Is this?
How many hours have you put into this one so far?
Probably about 12.
Ooh.
I know. Well, and that 12 hours can be spent so differently. It's a bit like Hogwarts Legacy.
You can end up doing completely different shit.
But my theory is this, essentially.
Different shit.
I had begun playing for probably, at that point, maybe an hour or so.
Yeah.
But you don't actually get to a stable until you've done, well, no spoilers, but there's a...
Spoilers.
No, well, I won't say. There's a large portion of the game before you're free. You know, there's essentially a tutorial phase.
Okay, yeah.
Where you're not...
Before you're plunged into the open world.
Yeah, like in the beginning, when you fall off the top, you begin on the Sky Islands, and if you fall off the top, you die. Whereas obviously for the rest of the game, that's not true. You just fall down.
You can bounce around.
But it's imperative that you stay until you've finished what they ask of you.
Indeedy.
And I was at that point, and obviously I'm taking my time and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, by the time I actually got to a stable, and asked him, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll register you as a new person." You're like, "What?" And essentially, because when Reese said it to me, I then immediately came out, downloaded my Breath of the Wild data onto that Switch. But I think that there's probably, if I can think like a person who develops games, there's probably an initiation into that save where it checks for previous game data.
Yeah, I'd imagine when you start
it did that, there was nothing there.
Yeah, when there's no...
So the rest of that game is run.
Yeah, there's no... You're asking the Switch to pull data from Breath of the Wild that isn't on that Switch.
So it's not...
Yeah, because in my head it was sort of like I couldn't really understand the whole point of the cloud aspect of it. But I suppose if the game itself isn't pulling... Like if your Switch is pulling save data from the game itself as opposed to the cloud, then it makes sense, because normally it would be like, oh, if it's in the cloud, it's permanently in the cloud, so it will just constantly be pulling bits from the cloud. But I suppose it's just another way to store and back things up, I guess.
And it's so I find the Switch cloud a little bit random, because things like Animal Crossing stored in a different place, Dreamlight Valley stored in a different place, but very odd. You know what I mean? It's random things are stored in random places. Some games store it by themselves.
I think Ash said to me the other day that, or was it when we was on the phone to him?
Yeah. That
he said that Nintendo have come out and said that this is how they're going to do it from now on with all the Zeldas. Dog's fucking staring at the fly. There we go. It's gone now, Dick. So it will be this cloud-based thing. So I'd imagine if there's another iteration of the Legend of Zelda.
No, yeah, but it's not cloud-based.
No, I'm not. No, I'm saying if there's another iteration of the Legend of Zelda that they your stuff from Tears of the Kingdom, they'll be able to pull from that, like they have with Breath of the Wild for Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I feel like I may try that when we go in. Like I don't feel...
Let's fuck this pod off now.
Well, this is the thing. And I'm sure I'm not entirely alone. The connection I feel, I want my fucking horse so bad that I would sooner start again.
The carrot's been dangled in front of your
honestly
face.
think I would feel happier if I had it. Because this is the thing, so...
Is it even a good horse?
No. It's not really. His stats aren't amazing. But that's,
Can't you make another?
No, right. So, look, I've been searching for...
You look like you're about to burst out crying.
you have no idea how much this horse means to me, man. And like every horse I catch, it's just not the same. And I've tried calling them. I called one of them Toasty after the dog. I called another one Gisela after Lost Kingdom. Gisela. Then there was one of them I was trying to make a word out of denial. Like a nice name out of the word denial, and it was just too sad. And I can't remember what I've called the last one. But I just keep catching these horses. It's costing me rupees, you know what I mean? Because I'm just trying to find the one. And I cannot find the right hair. Because obviously Mini Egg had plaits, which I put in. And apparently it does transfer with their hairstyles as well. And yeah, Mini Egg's beautiful plaits. And I don't know. But horses aside, let's get to what the people want. The actual gameplay is incredible. And there's been some people saying like, oh, it's just a big DLC. Well, if you think it's DLC, then play the actual like Breath of the Wild DLC.
Yeah, I can't.
It ain't
People
that
that do that, it's a second version of the game. It's like when people go, oh, Last of Us Part 2 is just the same as The Last of Us. Well, what was you fucking expecting? What was you expecting? They're the same kind of cunts that bang on FIFA. Fuck off, man.
Oh, it would be like, imagine like between Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, and they're just two completely different stories about nothing.
But it's what
you go, but what happened next?
What do you expect? People had the same thing with God of War. Going, the gameplay feels pretty much the same. You go, well, of course it's going to feel very fucking similar. It's the same game, you dicks.
Well, and you know what? So far, it's so satisfying, and actually having it solved made me realise how annoying it actually was. Is that if you're the Koroks, God bless them, for being so nasty.
We'll get into them soon.
When actually they're really handy because that's what you use to expand your inventory. But essentially, if your inventory is full for a shield, a bow, a weapon, whatever, in Breath of the Wild, you could open a chest, and it would show you this sick weapon, and then it would go, your inventory's full. And the chest would close, and then you've got to stand there, cycle through, bin a weapon.
Like Hogwarts Legacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Bin a weapon, drop that shit on the floor, then go back in and open it. And ultimately, grand scheme of things, not the end of the world, it's fine. But, got a burp, hang on. I didn't catch it. That was disgusting. In this now, you crack it open the chest, it says it's full, then it brings up your inventory and you can just drop it and it'll automatically pick up the new one.
And it'll pick it straight up. That's nice.
It's just that couple of seconds of my life that is
but that's
beautiful.
good. That's a good quality of life thing because it doesn't sound. Yes, it doesn't sound that annoying, but in practice, that is fucking annoying because it's like, especially if you forget that your inventory's full.
Yeah.
Or if you're in a rush or something like that, it's something so simple, but a nice little feature.
Yeah, and I think so Ash, obviously, we were chatting the other day, Ash on the phone, and he was saying how just the ability to, he spent like 3 hours in a well, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it is so true. Like, you have this goal. That's what I absolutely love about open world games is you have this goal. You think, right, I'll go and do this next. But then as you're going along, and you go, oh, that's interesting, and it's the satisfaction that so far, every single thing where I've gone, oh, that's interesting, has actually been something interesting. I've gone and I've picked up, and they've got like, it says something like side quests, but then there's like side activities or something like that. So you're not like, it is just, everything has something.
Yeah, this is exactly what we was calling for when we've spoken about it. Me and Ash have spoken about it. Anyone else that I've spoken to Tears of the Kingdom about it's if you're going to have a massively open world, and when they advertise that it's like twice the size of Breath of the Wild, you need to fill that with exciting things, things that are going to capture you. And I said before, I think the vehicle system is something that enables you to not completely fill up the landscape because you've now got vehicles. Makes it a hell of a lot more fun to explore. But you saying that means that they're obviously done the right thing here in making every little bit that you come across as exciting as the other bit, rather than it being very bland.
And that on that note, so far, because I feel like I've barely scratched the surface, which is great because I love having that feeling where it's all ahead of you.
Yeah, you've got all this shit to explore.
Is that there's this sweet spot of, I mean, you can call it nostalgia, I suppose it's 6 years, but there's like a nostalgia for all the places that I love in Breath of the Wild, and they've kept like enough of it the same, but also changed it so that it feels new.
Yeah.
I recognise these places, at the same time, there's just new elements, new hills and people and stuff like that. Like, one of the two main villages, well, both of them actually, I've been to both because they're both like, I just love them. I can't believe it. Like, it's so, and they've added, because it's not just change for the sake of changing. Like, there's a whole story there as well. Like, essentially, as the game begins, and there's this like ancient crusty guy that's like awoken, and then things get lifted up, things get dropped from the sky, and all stuff like this. And there's all these ancient runes and just like crazy new stuff. And yeah, like, it's, oh my god, it is very, very cool. And I don't think there was any part of me that was like worried that it was going to be the same as Breath of the Wild in the sense that literally the same. Because in my head I was thinking, how can they change it so much? Because you're in the same place, and you know what I mean. But they kind of haven't. It's really mad. There's like you recognise it as something, but then some are completely different. And then there's also even simple stuff that some of the fans will obviously go crazy for. Is in Breath of the Wild, you can buy a house in Hatino, and that's your little base. You can hang your little weapons up, leave your horse there. I had my little travel medallion set there, so I could always just go home. It's great for dropping your amiibo outside and stuff. And in this time, with no so far any explanation, it's quite evident that Zelda's been living there.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my god, like what's happened? All these stuff, like not in like a are they fucking sort of thing at all. But just in a...
Link's been dicking out Zelda.
There's a lore there, and, like, it's just really cool. And, like, I love that... Like, when I first got there, I was like, oh, I can't believe she's been living in my house. But at the same time, I like that. Like, that there has been some progression, and there's, you know, the whole different stories and stuff.
You don't always need a brand new location to change things up. A lot of games just change the current area. World of Warcraft's fucking rife with that kind of stuff. There's an entire expansion built upon literally just like the Cataclysm expansion is what it says in the tin. A cataclysm happened and it just changed the entire... So all these areas that you have known and played in for years completely changed.
Yeah, I actually see that. Someone compared Cataclysm to Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, because it completely changed every single landscape. Like... And literally what you just said, there'd be parts of it that you very much recognised, and then brand new parts that you remember what they used to be like, and now they're this completely new thing. I mean, it was one of the most hated expansions on the entire set, but nevertheless, it changed the landscape, and it still changed to this day. And it was a very, very smart way to implement that and this new expansion without going through all the aggro of making a brand new zone, which I would imagine is a bit easier on a developer standpoint because you've already got the building blocks there. You just have to change it around a bit, dress it up differently. And
you know what's crazy is I knew about the sky. Very, very obvious from the very, very first poster. But I didn't really know how extensive the depths would be. Actually, like on your map, it is literally a 3-tiered map. Yeah. Which is great as well because you can see where you are through all of those. Yeah. Which is nice. But just earlier on, yesterday, I went down into the depths because there was a quest to unlock your camera. And I'll get to that in a minute. I won't lose my point. Remind me of the camera in a second. But anyway, so there's a quest line down in the depths. And I went down there and naturally found the fella, and then that was done. And I sort of just carried on because there's like these route things, and when you go to the route and you do your hand debris, it lights up a perimeter. Yeah. And then like that creates like a travel point. So I was like, I'll get a couple of them. Now there's some like meaty fellas down there that they're not lethal. And actually the gloom is what is referenced, this red stuff. Yeah. The gloom, when it gets you in the depths, I think or anywhere, but especially in the depths, you can't then regenerate those hearts unless you have a specific elixir that allows those to regenerate. So even if you like eat fucking 8 steaks, it's not helping you, which is quite cool. So anyway, so I did maybe like 4 or 5, then I was like, fuck it, I'll go back up. Well, anyway, so I found this message in a bottle, and it was like a treasure map, and holy shit, and it was in the depths. Literally, I went down onto my maps, and like over in this bottom corner is the bit where I've discovered this X was like all the way over there. It's massive. Yeah. It is massive. And you know, as yet, completely unexplored, completely dark. Like it's crazy.
That's cool though. That is cool.
And it's just so exciting because like even when, like there's like weird sadness when you kind of get in Assassin's Creed when you like you've discovered all you can see all the map now. And you're satisfied, but at the same time you're like, I've seen it all. Yeah. And I mean, I've still got a lot of the map to get, but at the same time, each time I go and it exposes like a huge chunk of the map, you're like, oh. So that's quite cool.
The building. Oh, actually no. Camera.
The camera. Yeah. So
the camera.
It's just a cute little. I don't know how many people really like. Maybe there's some people that are really dedicated to it. But obviously, you don't really have like achievements or whatever the words. What's it called?
Trophies.
Trophies. That's it. That's my Xbox at heart. There. You don't really have that necessarily on Nintendo, but there's a compendium that you have that you can like fill out of all like the bugs and the fish and the plants and the animals and weapons, shields, everything, and you fill it out by taking like cute little pictures of them. And I'd kind of forgotten about that because it has no real impact on the rest of the game. You discover it anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just you have these little pictures. And I said to myself the other week when I was sort of like just playing around on Breath of the Wild because, you know, had some things to do. And I said to myself, like, I really want to fill it just because it's so cute, because it's so like individual, isn't it? Like to all my little pictures. So I've been doing that, and I've got quite a lot of my mushrooms and stuff.
So you're going to throw this all away to get mini egg?
Yeah.
Your face.
Yeah, I think I am. I don't know.
What a drama! If you do a new game, and then it pulls up, because you can't just start that new game and then have mini egg there. You've got how many hours do you got to put in? You reckon, like 2-3 hours?
It would be quicker now. I wouldn't fuck around.
Yeah.
I'd go straight there because I don't need to explore.
Yeah,
I could probably get there in an hour. Yeah.
And then if you get there, and the geezer's like, "We got your mini egg, love."
Yeah, that'll be it. I think. I don't. No, right. But this is the thing. Like, to me, like I don't know. I just have a real like. I think because ultimately, it's my favourite franchise. It has been for many, many, many years. Breath of the Wild came out at a time when I really needed that distraction, and I think. I don't know. I just put a lot of personal investment into my horse.
I get it. If World of Warcraft 2 became a thing, and there was an ability to port all of my characters over, especially the main one that I'm playing at the moment, Cadbury Cow.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna want to fucking port that over because I put a lot of time and effort into that character. I don't want to lose it. So I get you, and I think everyone listening fucking understands it as well.
My sister.
I'll get Mark in the van going, I don't know what she's fucking on about. Fuck off, Mark.
My sister, for one of my birthdays, painted me a little canvas of Mini Egg, and he sits on my desk. No. But then I think at the same time, that no sounded really funny. No. If anyone has played the last boss of Breath of the Wild, and I mean the last boss, so you've done Calamity Ganon, and now you're on to Dark Ganon. And you have the Bow of Light, which was a sick weapon, only used for that purpose, which was nutty. And my face, I so wish, if I was like a streamer or something, that's got to be one of the big, massive benefits of being a streamer, isn't it? Is that you catch your clips. First like reaction to something, and when that fucking thing panned out, and Mini Egg was stood there in the line of danger, I could not believe it. The stakes were high as they've ever been.
Sitting at my desk with my back to Steph, and all I heard was, "No, what's Mini Egg doing here?" And then Mini Egg got hit. The horse got hit.
I sent him away. You're supposed to like ride around.
You sent him away.
Yeah, you're supposed to like ride around on your horse. And then like Zelda exposes these vulnerable points of light, and you fire this bow that's like 100 damage or whatever it is into these like pieces, and it does like it's actually one of the easiest bosses in the game. I won't lie. It was I think it's kind of supposed to be. It's supposed to be that line between skill and story, exactly. And yeah, I like going round, and then he like trod on us, and I was like, "No, go!" And I did the rest of it on foot.
But what would happen if Mini Egg died? You just get it back.
I don't know. I've never found out. If anything ever happens, I just immediately pause it, go, and then reload my last save. Don't give a shit what progress I lose.
Jesus Christ! Well, the horse was absolutely fine though. It was just your voice. There was so much panic. No, what's Mini Egg doing here?
Mini Egg.
No, he's hit Mini Egg.
Don't you make me sound like I'm about 7.
Yeah, he's hit Mini Egg.
It shows how creative I am because it was obviously around like Easter time. I clearly had like a pack of mini eggs.
Yeah.
You know, they crack them out from January, don't they?
Yeah.
All the Easter chocolate. And I was like, what can I call this horse?
Banging around mini eggs.
Oh, the horse that will become my favourite fucking mount ever. Yeah, no, it's silly. But
I wanna touch on the building
go for it.
of Tears of the Kingdom, because can I just say that the ingenuity of gamers in this world and the creativity is just it's incredible.
Yeah.
Watching the videos of these Koroxes getting absolutely battered by the contraptions that these people have built is crazy. I saw a geezer flying around in a B-2 stealth bomber that he had made.
Wow.
Like, and he was full on like shooting stuff. There was a whole compilation I had on TikTok of I think it was like war crimes committed in Tears of the Kingdom, and it's just these people that have built these like ridiculous things and just fucking stuff up with it. But yeah, the Koroks is watching them, seeing them being hung up on a cross.
I see.
So
they were like
funny.
roasted on a spit.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Do you know what? I almost did one of those by accident. I built, and it was on like an island, and I was on the top of a mountain, and I had one of the glider ones. But like, I don't really have that much stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have any of like the fiery ones.
Yeah.
I've seen them and like used them in a shrine, but haven't got all the kit
Yeah.
yet. And it generates like randomly and stuff. So anyway, I put this little fella on the thing and attached it, but I didn't jump off in time. So he's now just going off into the fucking sea. And I was like, oh shit. So I tried to go after him, ran out of stamina, drowned, and then thought, it's fine because it's going to reset. No, it reset me
But
and
not
left him in the
It's over
ocean.
there.
So yeah, I swam out to him, and then I did manage to get back in, and it was fine. But yeah, I was like, no.
The building's
Poor
crazy.
fella.
You really can do
It's
every
amazing.
the fuck you want here. Like someone trying to break into like this tower place or this village, whatever it was, and it had high walls, and he was like, "I'll just build a bridge,
Yeah,
just build a bridge straight over it." Or people catching horses with like them giant saucepans they're making.
yeah,
like
I
catching
tried
it.
that. Oh, I couldn't do
I was
it.
like, "That's great. I love this." And then just I see someone yesterday had built. It was like a square on stilts, and it was all lasers. And he just used it to kill like massive creatures. It was like home in on and just constantly like shoot them, so he didn't actually have to do anything. Really weird stuff that I'm seeing, but it's so good. The torture is just great. Watching
I think
the torture.
you would thrive. You would enjoy it.
Just watching these things get absolutely fucked up for no reason whatsoever, and I find it great because there's absolutely no reason why these Koroxes should be getting
There's reasons.
tortured.
There's reasons.
Are they dicks?
No, they're lovely and they're so cute. But some of those puzzles,
Are fucking annoying.
or like trying to find them, you need like 3 more seeds. Then you just find them. But no, I love them. I do love them. But I see why they can be quite annoying. Or like you'll go and it will just be in the most inconvenient place, and you just know that that's a fucking Korok.
Do they die when you burn them
No.
or anything? They don't
No.
take any damage.
And you know what? I accidentally one of the ones I was doing, and I was transporting him, and I was building I built a boat. But you have to you can use an arrow, but essentially to use the Zonar devices, you smack them into life. But like the Korok was I accidentally attached him a bit close, so every time I was smacking it on, I was also beating this Korok, and it was like ow, ow.
Yeah, I was gonna say because they
like
do
that.
shout, don't they? They do
Yeah, and
acknowledge
they're
they're getting hit.
And then at the end, I got him there. You know, we survived eventually, and he was still like, "Thanks to you, I found my friend."
Wasn't the one there was one where he was like on a cross above like a volcano or something, and you could hear him going, "Help me!"
Yeah, it was like, I need to find my friend, because they don't. They go yeah like that, and it's so cute.
The
It's
sex
savage.
noises in this game are something else. I
No.
don't know how kids can play this around their parents. What was it the other day when you was playing? Who was you talking to? But
So-
she was like,
Yeah, so basically, the men have a sound, the women have a sound.
oh.
The cutscenes are voice acted, and then everything else is just like grunts.
Just, oh,
But yeah, they go,
ah,
yeah, it's
mama.
lovely. It's
It's so fucking grim.
yeah.
It really makes you fucking have a look at what's going on.
Mm.
Sorry, we've been interrupted by a group message.
Yeah, wait, pause it.
Oh. Okay, we're back.
Hey.
We're back. I don't know why it wouldn't just let me resume. Normally you can press pause and then pause again, and it starts playing.
Oh, what, have you had to do a new recording?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is the other one still there, definitely?
Yeah, it's still there. I'll just have to mash them together.
Oh, techie.
Mm.
Well, did you know how?
So if you're listening to this and this is the beginning
We're in trouble.
of the podcast, then we've made some mistakes.
God.
I think we're good.
Oh, no.
I've done this shit before. I think we're good.
All right.
I need a wee.
Oh, no. Go on.
No, it's fine. No, we'll fight through.
Go on.
I'm gonna have to. For fuck's sake, this is.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay, we're back again for the third time. Second, third, fourth, fifth. We're here. What was we talking about?
How badly you want to play Tears of the Kingdom, but you won't want to admit it.
No, I don't want to play it.
Oh.
I have no interest in playing it, which is odd because I don't.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Don't apologise to me. Apologise to yourself.
Mate, I'm fucking all over World of Warcraft at the moment. I've got no intention of playing. I've got no intention and no interest of playing anything else. Not that there's fucking anything good coming out anyway.
Savage.
There's nothing.
Savage words.
There's nothing.
So, have you told your little friends? Oh, that makes sound so... No.
That was very fucking...
No, I didn't mean that. I meant like...
That was very... What's the word
little,
for that?
guild people.
That the little bit. It's the little bit that's the worst bit.
No, because I didn't think you were a big group. So I meant it in the
have you little WoW friends?
No.
You're right there.
That's not what I
what's the
meant.
word that we're looking for here?
Patronising. Infantilising, whatever. I didn't mean
very
it.
patronising here.
Formally apologise on the record. I did not mean it. I immediately corrected myself. What I meant was...
I'll just cut that apology out.
It's a... No.
Go on.
I meant that there's only a few of you, isn't there? It's not a very big guild that you're in.
There's quite a few of us. There's probably maybe 20 to 30 people.
Wow.
Anyway,
no, it's not what you mean. I'm very supportive of your WoW friends.
Oh, look how supportive that was.
No.
Wow.
Oh.
Where's all your Zelda friends?
I don't have any.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so about the guy you hate. What I wanted to say was, have you told any of them that you do a podcast or you're not there and your friendship level
I haven't told any of them.
Okay.
Haven't told them. They're so nerdy.
So are you.
Yes, but they...
So are you.
Yes, but they take it to another level. They're like...
Do we need to bring up Call of the Void? Have you ever spoken about that on here?
What, the Call of the Void?
Yeah. Have you ever spoken about that on here?
I don't think so.
Do we need to have an open discussion about Call of the Void?
What do you mean? I wasn't that bad with Call of the Void. You're getting confused with what I think is nerdy. What? Why are you looking at me like that? What do you think was nerdy about it? What was nerdy?
You were putting more life into that than any other aspect of
our
your
relationship.
than anything. I've never seen you so stressed, and you were a fucking manager in the pandemic. Do you know what I mean? Like, literally...
A quick recap, I used to run a guild on World of Warcraft called the Call of the Void, which is probably one of the best names that I've ever seen for a guild. And at its peak, I had 500-something members. It was a lot of people.
Okay, but just can we appreciate how you bulked when I said that 20 people was little? But anyway, carry on.
And a lot of them were cunts.
Shout out to you, Squiggy, or
whatever whatever her fucking name was. Basically, what happened is there was too many cooks fucking making this soup, and it just got out of hand. People wanted to run a Discord. We started a Discord. I ain't got a fucking clue how that works. And then someone who I still talk to now, who's the only person that I do still talk to from that guild, was in charge of our Discord. And the shit that goes on in there and how it all works and the different channels and stuff like that, I don't understand it. So I have no interest in it. I don't get what this means. And then the terminology of it, like people saying poggers. The fuck is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Or like that new based. Shut the fuck up. Can we just speak English, please? I don't... Kook. What the fuck is that? Kewk. What is that? The fucking Pepe memes everywhere. Like it's a different language, and I'm just not in with it. So I seem like kind of old with it. And yeah, what happened with that guild is there was just too many. Go on.
Kook is an emo and term used to show in a chat that we are having a big laugh.
Yeah, that fucking face. I was sick of them. It basically.
What was the other one?
Based. I don't know. Fucking. We'll be here all day fucking Googling the
Oh,
terminology.
it's something to do with Pepe. Based meaning a sophisticated emote. You can literally say anything followed with based. It's like 5-head without the smart connotation. Oh, okay.
It's fucking stupid. But
yeah,
there was too many people, and I think we had everyone from all different places around the world, which meant that personalities were so vastly different. So it was quite difficult to maintain serious conversation, because some people sound like they were taking the piss and other people didn't, and other people were getting upset with other people and blah blah, and the politics around it. A lot of people were fucking really annoying but were pandered to. Fucking Squiggy, she was so fucking annoying. She was such a bitch, man. And her boyfriend, they both can go fuck themselves. They were so annoying. And what happened is I was working, then I was coming home, and then boom, I was fucking working again because I was trying to run this fucking guild.
So loud.
And then at the end, I just fucking canned it. Oh, and I can't be arsed with this.
Yeah.
Palmed it off to someone else, and then they changed the name to like fucking. I think it was like e-girl lovers or some shit like that. They fucked it. They chose some stupid ass fucking internet name, and then
Sad.
and I don't think it exists anymore. I think it's dead in the water. But I was like, what the fuck?
Ouch.
Like, all my hard work and effort was just fucked because these
And wasn't there like the whole vault thing? Wasn't there like
Oh.
a guild?
fucking guild vault putting our money in and shit like that, and people were being picky about that and blah blah blah. And there was one guy who was definitely a pedo. He was definitely on a register somewhere that we had a
God.
disconnect with. I ended up booting him out. There was a guy I booted out because he was racist, and he he said some fucking horrible stuff. Oh mate, it was just grim. So ever since I stopped that, much like Ash had with Destiny ages ago, trying to find that community again, or just find a decent community is so difficult. And I stumbled across this guild called Hoofs and Hoes. So join them, and they're nice lads. The geezer that runs it's from Ireland. Everyone else is like, they seem decent enough, other than this Max geezer. I can't tell them that I have a podcast now, because if they listen to this, well, to be fair, they're not going to fucking make it into this long. This Max geezer's a prick. I can't
Should have changed the name.
I can't stand. The thing is like,
This is good therapy for you. Get it out.
The thing
Get it
is
out.
that a brand new patch has happened, a brand new raid, and I never ever get to do the raids when they're fully current. I always do it towards the end of the season because I can never get into a group. I'm never able to keep up. Whereas this time round, I've kept up, and I've straight into their raid team. And the other day we cleared the raid. It's only been out for 2 weeks, and we cleared it from start to finish in one hit, which is quite a decent achievement. But there's a lot of mechanics going on the boss fights and stuff like that, and a lot of people don't want to do the fucking mechanics because it takes away from your damage score and all that shit. Well, I don't give a fuck. I'll do them. So I've been doing the difficult ones, and so's this Bell End Max, and he's been fucking them up and wiping the whole raid because of it. And he's like, I don't know what's going wrong. It's like, you prick, you keep fucking it up. I'm too new here to be calling you out on it because I'll just get the boot. So I'm just going to sit here with my mouth shut. And then he keeps getting all my loot as well, because you have to roll on it a need and greed basis, and then it's a fucking just chance. So, and you don't deserve it. But then you have a DPS meter, which measures how much damage you're putting out. And these guys, man, they're so nerdy with their damage. I'm sitting on top because I've done this and I've done that, and look how far I am in the rankings and blah blah blah. And there's me, silent as you like, just sitting on top. Still, they've all macroed all their shit, so they don't have to. I use the old school way. I use the numbers and I'm a clicker. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on my spells with my left hand. Yeah. And then the right hand, my mouse, I'll click the rest of my spells. You tell anyone that plays World of Warcraft properly now, they'll go, that's disgusting. How can you play like that? Blah, blah, blah. Well, I've been doing it for like 13 years, so I'm good at it. And yeah, they're so nerdy.
So how will they be playing it with macros?
Yeah, so like you use WASD to move, and then E and T to strafe. But what a lot of people do is they macro the S key, the E and the T, so that your character can no longer move backwards. You have to turn it, like, because you can turn it with the mouse and all of that. And they macro spells to them. and then it'll be like Shift T and Shift E and fucking all that type of stuff to make the spells a lot quicker. I've tried it before, I just can't get used to it. It doesn't work for me. My DPS goes right down the drain when I try it, so I'm not going to bother. It's stressful. But these guys, they're just fucking... They're good guys. They're just... You can just tell, like their... World of Warcraft is their absolute life. Like, absolute life.
As opposed to just their life. Like, is yours.
Yeah, they're like hardcore with it, which is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. I think as long as I can keep up with them, which I am doing at the moment, then we're all cushy, because they are really nice. They are like, other than even that Max geezer is probably fucking really nice. He just pisses me off because he keeps fucking stuff up and not taking the blame for it. But rant over. I've cleared the raid. We're doing it on heroic on Sunday, which is quite a big thing. So I'm enjoying it. It's a very stressful time to be in World of Warcraft, man. They keep taking the piss out of my class because it's a cheese class. And I had a dig. That's the only dig that I've had at them. I said, I pay £10 a month to play this game. Why the fuck do I want to play a class that's complicated? I don't want to have to think when I'm playing it. I just want to be able to do it. Because I play a Retribution Paladin. The rotation isn't that vast. It's like fucking 5 buttons. Whereas some classes, it's like 10 to 15 different spells that you got to keep track of and all that shit. It's like, I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to. I'm good at this, so I'm going to keep playing it. I go, but your class is easy. Well, if it's that easy, jump on it then. Start playing one as well. Get out my arse, you little prick. Next subject
who said it was easy?
Oh, there was just a couple of them were whinging in the fucking Discord.
About you?
I think they threw up one of the DPS.
Give me their names.
I think they threw up one of the DPS tables, and I was sitting on top of it. Because they were all fucking talking about their DPS, and I just went, hello. And they were like, oh yeah, but you've got a cheese class, it's easy for you.
See,
I was like,
I'm far too sensitive. I'd have literally just been like,
I was like, shut up. I was like, yeah, I pay my money, I'll play whatever I want. I go, if it's that easy, why aren't any of you playing it? And then no one said anything.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, no.
My arse is still going to sit on top of them DPS tables. Connor's heard all of this. I ring him up complaining about it. Because he understands. But it's just, fucking wetties.
That's so mean.
My pass. I got a high pass. That's an annoying one. Passes. Basically, you get a pass per boss encounter that you do. And what it means is that it will give you a ranking compared to every other one of the same class that has done that boss as well.
Okay.
And the higher your pass is out of 100. So if you get above 75 is regarded as like a really good pass. Anything under, you're like average or underperforming. And after every single boss encounter, someone calls out the passes that every single person it's like a 20-man raid that every single person has done. So it'll be like, Cadbury Cow, or like, Cadbury Cow, you've got 72. Because they all sound fucking, oh, maybe I'm in the wrong guild.
See, you're working through your emotions.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm just annoyed because I can't get in a fucking group at the moment. But mate, I'm glad I'm in a guild. It's just fucking some of them are just, I don't know. I think it's one of them things like with Ash where I don't see myself as being that nerdy, but I know that I probably am. But to me, that kind of shit is just another level of nerdiness. Like they're all over it. I kind of envy it and I don't at the same time. But they seem like they're having fun. The geezer that runs it's a fire watchman.
Oh, okay.
And he goes
all fires in Ireland?
He goes all around. No, he gets flown around the world to watch fires.
That's a good game, Firewatch. That's a really, really good game. It was a lovely
a short game.
Not that short. Well, it's not long.
Did you ever play Everybody's Gone to Rapture?
No, but I watched you play it, I think.
No, I never played it.
Oh.
Everybody's Gone to Rapture. I feel like that's a game that you would love. Very literally entirely story based, like finding out. It's I think it's like a love story type thing. You'd really like it. I think it is on Switch.
Definitely rings, but probably in one of my wish lists. I swear I've seen someone play it. Maybe I watched it on a stream. Yeah, it's a good one. Oxenfree 2 is coming. Remember Oxenfree?
No.
Similar vein to it's one of those like decision based ones. But it was like these kids on an island, and it got all a bit like supernatural vibey. aliens and was it aliens? I can't really remember, but you like communicate with this radio thing. Anyway, really good. Are you looking it up?
No, I was looking at Gollum.
Oh, mad. Okay.
I can quickly look at Oxenfree.
No, you're fine. Anyway, there's going to be a second one if anyone likes the first one.
Oxenfree.
Yeah, I did try and get you to play it. I think I had it on Game Pass.
Yeah, I can't say it rings a bell. I apologise.
That's okay.
But Gollum comes out soon. I'm just trying to find the actual release date for it, and I can't seem to find it. No, because I haven't seen anything on Gollum since we saw that
Really
gameplay trailer, and it was like,
embarrassing
what the fuck is this? This looks so shit. Like this is
I want to watch a bit of it.
May 25th, so 5 days.
Oh shit!
5 days that comes out for basically everything.
God, really?
Of course. A Nintendo Switch port will follow later in 2023.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Loving that.
That's
Love that.
great.
Oh, here we go. Look, a new 20 minutes exclusive gameplay for a month ago.
I'll have to watch it after this to try and figure out. Did you see that Amazon have bought the rights for Lord of the Rings?
I thought they already had because of what the fuck is this?
Or does it look bad? No,
Apparently
I don't say
this
it looks bad.
Apparently this is not final quality.
I fucking hope not. What's that?
Look at this guy's
What's
face.
this shit? What the fuck's that? Surely not. No.
What's it saying?
Basically, Amazon.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, they've got the rights for Lord of the Rings and the Tolkien universe, and have said that they are already in development of making a Lord of the Rings MMO.
Okay.
Now, obviously, there's already a Lord of the Rings MMO. It's very old, and still played to this day, but it's not by today's standards. And basically, the people that are in charge of making this game have turned around and just said that they reckon the people that are playing the current Lord of the Rings MMO will just leave that and then come over to this one that they're making. It's meant to be of the same ilk as what was that fucking MMO that Amazon made? It was really popular for like a month and then just died in the water. What was it called? Fuck, I'm gonna have to Google it. I feel so stupid because I definitely Amazon MMO. What was it called? New World. That's the one. New World. Obviously that come out and then shit the bed because there was bugs, there was no content that was added, too late type of stuff. They're basically giving it another crack but making it Lord of the Rings instead. I'm very interested in that because that seems very cool, because a Lord of the Rings based MMO, because I've played the actual MMO that is obviously out and it just looks so bad. People say it's really good and the story on it is really, really good, but I just can't get past that graphical aspect of it because it's so old.
Yeah.
So I can't be doing it. So that sounds really, really promising. Amazon doing a lot when it comes to gaming. They're really trying to break into the game world. I saw Lou playing Fortnite on the Luna yesterday. That input lag is ridiculous, by the way.
Wow.
That input lag is
shitty controller as well, though.
Yeah, we've spoken about that before on the pod. The Amazon Luna streaming service that come out. Obviously, it's got Fortnite on it. Steph's sister Lucy was playing it, and she bought a controller to use because she first played Control on it, and it looked fantastic. There was no issues whatsoever, and I said, I wonder what it would be like for an online, like live service game, because streaming services are known for input lag. It's very difficult to minimise that. And yeah, sure enough, she played Fortnite on it. She had a controller for it, and the input lag was crazy. It was so bad.
It's difficult because obviously one was on a 60-foot controller, and the other one was on like a 10-foot
controller.
Yeah.
But even then, I think it's because obviously Fortnite it's just online game. So streaming it, and that's what I said to Lucy. That's why Amazon brought out that Luna controller, because it uses its own dedicated server for the game. So basically is supposed to make the input lag non-existent because it's not running on the same server. It's not having to drag resources to both. It's just taking it from a dedicated server and then using it for that game, which is quite clever. But other than that, I haven't really got much on the Luna because
No, maybe I'll have a
the
look.
game catalogue just isn't big enough yet.
No.
I'm not ready for it.
But then you're in the mindset at the moment of where nothing's pulling you away.
Nothing's going to pull me away. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. If I can't get into any fucking groups, then maybe it will soon enough.
Oh.
But
honestly, it's so sad. And I mean, he always ends it on a savage note, and he goes, "No one wants to play with me." And I go, "I'll play with you." And he goes, "You ain't good enough." Oh, sorry. I don't want to play with you.
It's just Mythic Plus dungeons and raids are the only ways that you can really get some decent loot. And Mythic Plus dungeons are all timed, and you have to make the group yourself.
No one wants you.
And because it's the beginning of the season, it's very difficult to get into a group, and it's very difficult to create a group. Because just trying to find people is just fucking annoying. And because it's timed, you can't leave. Once you start, if you leave or if someone leaves, that's it. The dungeon's canned. And then if that happens, then it drops down like the ones that I'm using. I have plus 14, and I think the max is like plus 29 or something like that. And obviously, the higher they are, the better gear you have a chance of getting them. Blah blah blah, and the better rating you get. Basically, like a ranked system. And yeah, it's just fucking. As a damage dealer, rather than a main like a tank or a healer, it's just difficult to get into groups. It's very annoying because you might spend upwards of like an hour, 2 hours just trying to get into a group. And then what happened last night is I finally got into a group, and then you go through it for like half an hour, and then someone gets pissed off and just decides to leave, and then it's like, right, so I've not only have I wasted 2 hours getting into this group, I've now wasted an extra half hour of actually doing the dungeon because someone's got annoyed and just fucked off. So now we've all got to fucking leave and then do this all over again and get another group going. It's just very like, ugh.
Do you never like a group with those people?
I've asked and no one's replied.
God, so depressing.
I've done it with a couple of them. Yeah, I don't know. Weird one. Maybe it's because I'm just not fully integrated into this group yet, this community. I need to get myself out there more. So after this pod, maybe that's what I'll start doing. Yeah.
I was trying to find some sad instrumental music for you.
We'll get there in the end. I'm trying to get Connor to play World of Warcraft. He said he's good. What?
The first song that came up was this. Can't remember how long the intro is.
That's a long intro.
You don't know it?
Over hill and under tree.
I have no idea what that is.
What the hell? It's the last song at the end of The Hobbit.
Oh, sorry.
That's Pippin.
You know they got their own podcast, the two of them.
Do they?
Yeah.
Not that you know who he is.
It's very good.
Oh, Billy.
Sorry.
It's not Snow. I was playing it. See, my Spotify was trying its best. They've all been listening to us.
Yeah.
And it was like, I know a song.
Sorry, Spotify.
I know a sad song that will fucking end him, and you just go, what's that?
What's that about?
Who's that?
Yeah, I'm trying to get Connor to play WoW with me. And he is very tempted. He said he wants to get his house move out the way first.
Why can't you come and play ESO with me?
Because ESO isn't World of Warcraft. Why can't you come and play World of Warcraft with me?
I just don't like the buttons.
See? Yeah, but you use a fucking awful setup.
What?
Because that keyboard and that mouse is horrible for that type of stuff. It is. That mouse definitely is. That fucking Mac mouse for gaming.
I used the other one, actually. I used the other one for ESO.
What other one?
My other one, my little...
Well, the one I give you. Oh, the little pink one.
You can give me nothing.
Huh?
You ain't giving me nothing. You haven't given me a mouse.
I offered a mouse.
No, you didn't.
You'd like World of Warcraft if you actually fucking sat down, took the time to get into it. If you're sitting in a half decent chair and not that fucking church pew that you're banging in, then you might actually be alright. Ash had the same problem. He's like, my wrist. I go, yes, I can appreciate your wrist hurt. Change your seating position. Change how you're doing it.
I like to it's just meh. I don't know. I didn't delete it.
Come back. You can be my recruiter friend. I can get some decent shit out of it. I'll pay for your sub.
But you don't want me to play with you.
I do.
You don't.
Yes, I do. You just have to take it seriously. You just have to be serious with it. This is why.
But there's no give and take. You
but
won't play
no,
with me on anything.
Look, this is why I got wound up with Ash when he played, because he knew fuck all and he didn't know how to play it, and I lost patience straight away because I was annoyed. Connor, on the other hand, knows what he's doing when it comes to those types of games. So even though he'd never played WoW before, he could pick it up very, very quickly. So therefore, I weren't getting annoyed with him because I didn't have to spoon feed him how to play a fucking game. He'd figure it out. And I reckon you're in the same ilk as Connor is, where I wouldn't have to spoon feed you how to play World of Warcraft. You'd just be able to fucking do it. You thought I was going to put you in the camp of Ash then, didn't you?
No.
Oh.
I just think you're brave that Ash isn't here. You're laying it out.
No.
You wouldn't say it
no,
to his
even
face.
even if Ash was here, because we've spoken about it before. He pissed me off when we played WoW together because he didn't fucking know what he was doing. And it's so simple. He's in like the most simple tutorial with the most basic shit going on, and he can't figure it
I
out.
enjoyed the tutorial.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. It was alright.
I'm telling you, man, you'd love it. You'd love it. Whether you'd be it end content type of player, I don't really know.
Hang on now.
Maybe you'd be like a Tracy player.
You couldn't stand it. When I was ahead of you in ESO, you couldn't stand it.
No, this is different. No, and that is...
This is worse.
No, that weren't the case either. There was no I can't stand it. I just designated more time into ESO than you did.
At the point at which you realised I was ahead of you.
No, not at all.
No, and it's exactly the same thing happened with Hogwarts Legacy. If I was ahead of you and I'd go on, you go, oh, I haven't done that bit yet, and then you're there and you're literally like sweating because you're rinsing it.
Yeah, but we were meant to be playing together. We were meant to be playing together, and then you was doing shit that I hadn't done yet.
But when you do it, is it not shit that I haven't done yet?
Yeah, but that don't matter because I'm doing it.
Right, exactly. Exactly, and I don't mind.
I think you would enjoy World of Warcraft. I'm just saying. But you don't designate nearly as much time into gaming as I do. So therefore, you just fall behind.
You said designate.
Designate. And I just know that it would be a pointless venture.
Right, brilliant.
But you can play ESO on your own as well. There's nothing stopping you from playing ESO at all.
I was excited to play with a friend.
So jump on World of Warcraft, then you'll have a friend to play WoW with. Guaranteed.
Yeah, we'll see.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
ESO is a very fun game, but it just doesn't scratch the same itch that World of Warcraft does. It just doesn't.
But then I feel the opposite. WoW doesn't feel like as nice as ESO to me.
Yeah, but you're just living off of Skyrim.
No.
Yes.
How dare you?
What do you mean? How dare
Give
I?
ESO some credit.
No, I just did.
Right, so why does me liking that mean I'm living off of Skyrim?
Because World of Warcraft's better.
No, it isn't.
How dare you? How dare you?
What?
Let's end this podcast now because we're going to get in a heated debate about this.
All right, we're going to go do fisticuffs. Lay you out in the garden. Yeah.
Yeah,
There
all
may
right,
or
mate.
may not be an exclusive.
Yeah, all right, lads. Come on then.
Yeah.
Let's have it out. The dog wouldn't let us anyway. All right.
What?
I need an outro. We need an outro, like an intro and an outro, because I feel like it always flogs when we get to the end, where it's like, yeah, we're gonna fuck off.
Wait. Hang on. I might have skipped too far. Hang on.
You've been listening to What's the Buttons. This has been great. This has been episode 47. If you want... Pippin, shut up. There
you go.
See you later, fuckers. Hooroo.